Hello again, everyone. Off and running on this Friday edition, Twilight Friday edition, Thoroughbred action here from beautiful Gulfstream Park. Jason Blewett joining you from our clubhouse studios. We've got 9 races on this getaway Twilight Friday. 3 full days, including this card, remain here at GP. Let's get much more as we go up to track announcer Pete Aiello.
9 races on the final Friday card of the summer season at Gulfstream Park. Carryovers in the Rainbow Six and the Super High 5, fast main track and a firm turf. First of the day over the firm turf at 5 furlongs. 2-year-old fillies of the maiden claiming variety. They're in for $50,000. Scratch the 11. Infinity Powers. I win. Favorite is the 6, Mrs. Maisel. Racing at Gulfstream. Slow beginning for Big Muscle Girl. Quick beginning for Mudslide Wicked, and down inside Golden Knoll. They're the first 2 to begin from the favorite Mrs. Maisel, who comes away 3rd on the outside. Domineer takes 4th, back to 5th, and La Flamenca. Moving up out wide is Big Muscle Girl with Mystical Charge toward the rail and Shell Phone between horses. The 2 at the back are Baby Bell and Couple of Nickies. Around the far turn they go, and not the inside. Mrs. Maisel's going to try to thread the needle, but Golden Knoll closes the hole back up, and Mudslide Wicked is right alongside. Golden Knoll wanting to get out now has to slam on the brakes to Zayas, as she is not a happy customer. Meanwhile, Mudslide Wicked gets the lead. Domineer, the benefit of the checking horse there as she slid through inside. Down the center and Mrs. Maisel on from 4th and Mystical Charge. Final 1/8 of a mile. This leader is very erratic. Mudslide Wicked right into Mrs. Maisel, so Mrs. Maisel just blows by. Mrs. Maisel in front and going away under Paco Lopez to beat Mudslide Wicked with Mystical Charge 3rd in 57 flat. We start the day on a popular note as number 6, Mrs. Maisel, gets the job done under a confident ride from Paco Lopez, trainer Terry Pompey, and My Purple Haze stable. She gets the job done over the 5, Mudslide Wicked, who stepped up in class and ran a big one while second. Let's go to the second, the start of the early pick 4, 5.5 furlongs the journey. Claimers in for $6,250. Scratch the 6, Lisa Mila. A field of 6. Favorites included 1, Chicky the Gray, and 7, Bird of Peace. They're in the gate, and they're off. From the center, First Time Proud breaks the line well and is set for a clear advantage. Bird of Peace on the outside alongside Sonoma Storm. At the rail, that's Chicky the Gray. Outsprinted Low Be Quick, and long shot As Arch is the trailer as they head to the half-mile point. It's First Time Proud in front to half length. Out wide, Bird of Peace from between Sonoma Storm. 2 back to Chicky the Gray, 4th. Racing in 5th is Low Be Quick, and the trailer is As Arch. They make their way 3 furlongs from home. They went 22 and 4 for the opening quarter speed. It's First Time Proud by neck. Bird of Peace is there 2nd. Sonoma Storm trying to respond to urging in 3rd. About to be engaged by Lil Be Quick, who's wide but moving up. Here's Lil Be Quick, 4 wide. On the go now for Wesley Henry with a 1/4 mile left to get. It's Bird of Peace who comes away with the lead. Sonoma Storm's going to take another shot at her from 2nd. Down the center and Lil Be Quick with an 1/8 mile to go. Sonoma Storm out in the center starts to get to Bird of Peace, and Sonoma Storm is up for a narrow lead. Bird of Peace cannot match strides. Low Be Quick destined for 3rd. Sonoma Storm on the board at 7-1. Wins going away. 2nd, Bird of Peace. 3rd, Low Be Quick. And 4th was First Time Proud in 105 flat. Upset winner to start the early pick 4 is number 5, Sonoma Storm. Responds to Miguel Vasquez urging and gets a 7-1 victory. 305 Solutions and trainer Ramon Mangoit. Again, Sonoma Storm the winner under Miguel Vasquez, 7-1. 7, Bird of Peace 2nd. We'll be right back.
The best chance for success begins with a solid foundation. At Hardacre Farm, early personal one-on-one care starts the journey to becoming a champion. Bred to leading stallions, our mares represent the highest standards. Hardacre Farm's signature in the breeding industry. Based in Ocala, Florida, breeder and owner Amy Tarrant has inspired excellence throughout her entire career. In your quest for success, start with Hardacre Farm, breeding the champions of tomorrow.
Back for the 3rd race, a 2-turn turf event, 7.5 furlongs the journey here. Maiden claimers in for $20,000. Scratch the 1, 6, and 7. A field of 8. Favorite was the 2, Sweet Blossom. And they're off. Sweet Blossom away quickly, so was Chaos Rising. Cultivation won't be far away. They're the first 3 out of there. From the far outside goes Where'd the Love Go? Into the top flight while angling a bit green is Panamoka. She floated 4 or 5 deep on the turn, followed by Apprehension. Then it's back to Cavalia's Soul, and Faceted is last. Around the first turn they go. Where'd the Love Go? Has the lead now by almost 2. Chaos Rising is second. Cultivation is very keen. Raylu trying to get her to settle. She's racing in third with the favorite Sweet Blossom at the inside fourth. Followed fifth by Panamoka. Then outside and Faceted. Down at the inside, that's Apprehension ahead of Cavalia's Soul. And still at the back, the trailer is at the back of the field is... So Cavalia's Soul is last, as Panamoka is now fifth. 23 seconds for the opening quarter speed, and the advantage belongs to Where'd the Love Go? Where'd the Love Go leads by a length and a half. Cultivation is second. Sweet Blossom follows her. Chaos Rising down toward the inside. Panamoka tries to stay into the top flight, 4 ahead of Cavalia's Soul, who moves inside of Apprehension, and Faceted's at the back. Around the far turn they go. They went 46-3 for the half-mile speed. And now here's the move from the big favorite, Sweet Blossom, and she's on to take over. Cultivation can't stay with her. Doesn't look like anybody else can either, as trying to run home a bit is Apprehension and Cavalia's Soul as they reach the top of the lane. They went 3/4, and they have Sweet Blossom to get. She's 4-5 and moving well. 1/8 of a mile to go. Sweet Blossom by 3. Now Apprehension's figuring it out, and she poses a danger. Apprehension draws up alongside, and Apprehension draws up alongside and blows by. Nice finishing move there by Apprehension. The daughter of Point of Entry ran down Sweet Blossom, who had no excuse. They were well clear of Cavalia's Soul third in 1:29 flat. Off the top of the turn, number 2, Sweet Blossom had a big head start on the rest of the competition. She defeated all of those competitors except one, the newcomer, number 9, Apprehension, who was up to the task, finishing very nice in the final quarter of a mile to get the maiden victory in her first start of the racing career. Bred and owned by Gabe Grossberg and trained by Mark Cassie, Christian Torres on board for the winning ride. To the fourth race now on the start of the Rainbow 6, 5.5 furlongs to trip. Maiden claimers in for 12,500. Scratch the 4 and the 6, a field of 7. This was a wide open betting race. And they're off. Slow beginnings for Music and La Tre Jolie. Quick beginning for Follow the River from down toward the inside. Angelic Nugget moves to take over. Away racing third, Major Gladys' team. Outside of Leash Lanik, then it's Too Stylish toward the rail. Music after a slow getaway is all the way up into fourth. At the back door is La Tre Jolie, and they kick to the far turn. Loose up top, it's Gadiel Martinez and Angelic Nugget to lead by 3. Music is second. Follow the River is third. Back to fourth, that's Major Gladys' team. On from fifth, Leash Lanik 3 wide and on the go. Then it's a gap of 3 to Too Stylish and La Tre Jolie, and there's 5/16 to go. With the advantage, Angelic Nugget, she's got her ears up and she's in front by 4. Leash Lanik on the outside is second. Follow the River is at the rail third. On from fourth, that's Too Stylish with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Angelic Nugget off the turn by 2.5. Follow the River trying to angle off the heels of her down the center, and Leash Lanik, they're starting to close a bit of ground. Final 16th of a mile. Angelic Nugget still finding enough. She's 5-1 and she's home first. Angelic Nugget goes all the way. Leash Lanik second. Follow the River was third. Then Too Stylish and La Tre Jolie. Number 5, Angelic Nugget, was the speed of the speed, and she took no pace pressure at all. Inside that final 1/8 of a mile, she was a bit tired, but nobody could come get her. She goes all the way under Gadiel Martinez, her owner trainer Angel Laquiros. Leash Lanik second. Follow the River third. Let's go to the fifth race now and start the late pick 5, race 5 on turf at 5 furlongs. Claimers in for a $10,000 price tag. Favorite was the 7, Sturgeon. And they're off. Check to last was Sturgeon. Second last, Fuzzy Irish Rascal. Quick start at the fence for Sherpa, who's headed off for the early lead. Tenacity Zip runs with him from second, and Our Independence is put into the race early by Barrios. He's third on the outside. Back to fourth is Modern Tail, getting a good tracking spot ahead of Diamond Mint, then Fuzzy Irish Rascal, and that's a gap of 4 to the trailers Happy Hat and Sturgeon. Sturgeon far back. Around the far turn they go. Tenacity Zip on the inside, Our Independence on the outside. Their heads apart. The opening quarter, 20-4. Third is Sherpa trying to rebid. Modern Tail is fourth. Happy Hat is fifth. Fuzzy Irish Rascal is sixth. If you're looking for Sturgeon, he's still far behind with a quarter of a mile left to get. It's Our Independence who comes off the turn with a narrow lead. Tenacity Zip boxing on gamely, and Sherpa now on a rebid from third. 3 chances here. Sherpa and Paco charging out in the center, and now up to challenge for the lead. In between horses, Our Independence, and battling on is Tenacity Zip. Sherpa will win it. Second, Tenacity Zip. Third, Our Independence, then Modern Tail. Sturgeon just never comfortable. He sits far back in regular races and finishes up well, but he was just too far back here today. The horse who set the trip and got the money was the one Sherpa. Under a nice ride from Paco Lopez. He gets his second winner today. Dave Fawkes trains the son of Cantharos for Aaron Haberman and San Renew. Number 6, Our Independence, had every opportunity to get there, but he was turned away as Tenacity Zip involved in a big fight. Time for a commercial break. Still to come, the lead pick 4. Don't go away. And they're off in the Princess Rudy with a quarter mile left to go. 4 off the top of the turn. Race for the Kathleen O'Connell barn in front by 5 with just an eighth of a mile to go. And she's turning in this into a runaway. The powerhouse performance. She punches her ticket to the Breeders' Cup and wins by 5.
And Go Zipper is pulling away.
Go Sapper blows them away with an eye-opening performance.
Awesome again has won. Go Zipper kicking clear.
Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 6 on the card. Start with the late pick 4, 6 furlongs the journey. Starter allowance optional claiming horses in for $10,000. Field of 8 signed on. This was a wide open betting race. And they're off. Checked hard and out last is Rock You. Toward the inside, Take Charge Dude trying to do just that with I'm Cardinal for company and Travie Boy away in third. Harry He marching now into a joint third, followed by Salambo and Native Hawk, then Valdaco. And he'll have to pass them all if he wants to win. Talking about Rock You, 5-2 favorite as last of all as they go past the half-mile grounds. 3 across the course now. Harry He from the far outside. I'm Cardinal from between. Take Charge Dude toward the rail, and they put on some speed, a length and a half in front of Travie Boy. Salambo is back 5th. It's a gap of 4 to Native Hawk trying to run home. Valdaco is next with Rock You still a long way behind. 5/16 from the judge. With the advantage, it's still Take Charge Dude fighting with I'm Cardinal. Harry He calls it a day. Travie Boy in with a shot from the outside. He's now moving in. Rock You on the far outside with a lot of ground to make up. Trying to run with him. That's Native Hawk. Less than a quarter to go. Take Charge Dude. And Rock You has unseated the rider. Continuing with this battle up front. Native Hawk's trying to split horses here. Native Hawk at Travie Boy. This is going to get very close. Good battle there. Maybe Native Hawk. It's close with Travie Boy. There'll be an inquiry in 1:10-4. Tough run inside the final furlong. It was a very tight finish. And the finish goes to number 3, Native Hawk, who closed inside of Travie Boy to post a 9-2 victory under Sammy Camacho for Juan Arriagada and owners Mike Anderson and Juan Arriagada. Travie Boy, the 8, ran a huge race to just miss. Start the late pick 4. Let's go to the 7th race, the start of the late pick 3, 2 turns on turf. 2-year-olds as part of the Stronach 5. A scratch of 12 and 13 left us with a field of 11. The favorites were 1, Cosmic Assault, and 9, Verdict is in. And they're off. From the rail, Cosmic Assault was away quickly. The Doer is up to challenge. Verdict is in no hurry. He's working over now a joint third. Frio on the outside, then Commander's Intent. Ugo Igo is going to get spun at least 4 or 5 deep on the turn. Juan Boley took back. From between horses, Char's Treasure, Bacano was at the rail. And then the newcomers at the back, it's Galan. Last of all, then about 10 lengths off the lead of Cosmic Assault. Jaramillo got Cosmic Assault to the lead and did it rather easily. In front 3 parts of length. The Doer is second, Frio is third, Verdict is in 4th. Bacano at the rail, a joint 5th alongside Commander's Intent. Out widest is for 4 wide, in fact, Ugo Igo. El Duque is 3 wide while securing his racing position. It's a length then to Char's Treasure. The 2 at the back are Galan and Juan Boley. They make their way 5 furlongs from home after completing a quarter in 24-1. Cosmic Assault getting everything his own way up front. He leads by a length and a half. On the outside, the Doer is second, Frio third, Verdict is in 4th. Bacano improves with the rail run. Commander's Intense on his outside. Just checking back was El Duque as Hugo Igo tries to get started. He'll be wide on both turns. 49-1 for a half mile inside, 3 furlongs to go. Cosmic Assault still has the lead. The Doer is second, Verdict is in his third, Frio 4th. fourth. Bacano trying to work between horses from fifth. Outside and Hugo Igo. Quarter of a mile left to get. Still many chances here. 3/4. 113 flat. Arameo asks this leader to go on with it. It's Cosmic Assault the target. Bacano angles for Racing Room with Verdict is in and Hugo Igo. Final eighth of a mile. Verdict is in. Is now charging at Cosmic Assault. Bacano loose and charging, but he's almost out of time. In fact, he is out of time. Verdict is in. Gets the call. Cosmic Assault was second. Bacano was third. Frio finished fourth. Kind of a surprising tactical performance from Verdict is in. Certainly it was no surprise that he won the race. However, it was surprised that he could sit off horses. He's not shown that propensity when racing one turn. Two turns might be the ticket. Turf might be the ticket. Venture to say, the Verdict is in. Cosmic Assault was a good try, so had Bacano. Bacano with a big number is one for the list. Had trouble late. Time for a commercial timeout. Still to come, the Late Daily Double. Don't go away.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
Back now for race number 8 on the program. First half of the Late Daily Double. 2-year-olds at a 5.5 furlong journey. Scratch the 5 and 7. The favorites included the 2 marching in and the 8, Mrs. Headley. And they're off. Hurricane Lauren away quickly. Marching in has speed from the center. Here's One Hot Drama moving up. Far outside, Mrs. Headley. So they're 3x3 in the run down the backstretch. The top trio are One Hot Drama, Marching In, and Mrs. Headley. Then back to Crown Royale and Hurricane Lauren. And Lady Archer can't keep up and is last of all with half a mile to go. At 14-1, One Hot Drama has the lead. She's about to be confronted by the favorite, Mrs. Headley, on the outside second. Marching In was beat to the punch. She's third behind a 22-1 rock solid opening quarter. These top three have gone well ahead of Crown Royale in fourth, back to fifth, Hurricane Lauren, and Lady Archer tries to catch up. 5/16 away, and up front, the leader still One Hot Drama, trying to spring the upset. Mrs. Headley trying to get on terms from second. Marching In, third and looking for Racing Room, 5 ahead of Lady Archer as they're at the top of the stretch. Here's Mrs. Headley on the outside of One Hot Drama, who fights on. One Hot Drama to the inside is still in front. In fact, she widens again a bit as Mrs. Headley is back to second. Down the center, and Lady Archer with a big late run. She's trying to get into a slice, but the win to One Hot Drama. Lady Archer got up for second. Marching In was third. Mrs. Headley fades to fourth, 105-2. Upset winner to kick off the Late Daily Double is number 6. One Hot Drama proves the speed of the speed and turns away all other challenges, getting the job done on the step up in class under jockey Marcos Meneses for trainer David Brownlee and the owners, the Palm Beach Racing Partnership. One Hot Drama beats Lady Archer, who flew home for second. Favorite upended Mrs. Headley a weekend late. We go to the 9th and final race now. The 9th race on turf around 2 turns at a mile to the 16th. Florida bred allowance horses for a $47,000 purse. Scratch the 4, 11, and 12. Field of 9. This was a wide open betting race. And runners away. Super Jaguar wins the break with I Turn a Night Up moving to take second ahead of Lucky Mike, who's out of there third. Up on the inside, Resident Liberal moves to take fourth with Drill-O-Matic out a bit wide on the course. Then it's the trio of Notorious Nick on the inside, Summer Beach, and widest of all, My Interest. The early trailer's Blasphemy, and he's tugging at the back of the group. Around the first turn they go. Torres gets Super Jaguar over to the rail and on top a length and a quarter. Off the fence to Mason, the flanking position as I Turn a Night Up from second, with Resident Liberal at the rail in third. Outside fourth and Lucky Mike. Back to fifth goes Notorious Nick. 3 wide is Drill-O-Matic. Summer Beach is between horses. At the back are Blasphemy and My Interest. The opening quarter was 24-1 as they head past the 5 furlong point. Advantage to Super Jaguar in front to half a length. Half mile was 47-4 as I Turn a Night Up is second. Resident Liberal is a joint third alongside Lucky Mike. Blasphemy's going to get started, but he's going to be 4 wide on the outside. Notorious Nick has to wait his turn. Summer Beach gets the shuffle with Drill-O-Matic. Now at the back is My Interest. 47-4 for the opening half mile. Around the far turn they go. It's Super Jaguar in front to half a length, but but he's under siege. I Turn the Night Up is next. Look at Paco. He wants room for Resident Liberal. Thinking about where he could possibly go with him after 3/4 and 111 flat. The rail might open. It did. And Paco takes use of it, and Resident Liberal now on to take over the lead. Notorious Nick's on his back down the center in Blasphemy. Super Jaguar fighting hard. Less than an eighth to go. Resident Liberal the target. Notorious Nick, Super Jaguar right back at him. They come home for the wire. Resident Liberal wins. Nice trip from Paco, and Resident Liberal gets the job done. Notorious Nick second and Super Jaguar third. Perfectly executed trip here today from jockey Paco Lopez, and he gets his 4th win of the afternoon as he threads the needle aboard number 5, Resident Liberal, who gets a 5-1 victory for trainer Mary Epler and the Flying Pheasant Farm. It was good runs from Notorious Nick to Jess get second, alongside Super Jaguar with Blasphemy into the top 4. Huge return in the late pick 5 today, but not as huge as the Rainbow Six. That's right, the Rainbow Six jackpot pool got taken down today, a single winning ticket for more than $2.2 million.
So that'll do it. 9 up, 9 down on this Friday, September 27th. Back at it here tomorrow afternoon, and big doings at Gulfstream Park. Saturday, of course, a 14-race blockbuster with the 3rd round of the Florida Sire Stakes, and, of course, Sunday closing day. And with that comes, you know it, the traditional mandatory payout in the Rainbow Six. Hope you can join us all weekend long as we stare down the big 2 here Saturday and Sunday at Gulfstream Park.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.